every US state explained in 20 minutes. Excited to get to this and see what we got about the states. Appreciate if you guys can hit that subscribe button. Let's see what we got.
Ah, America. The land of the world's premier Walmart shopping, McDonald's consuming, gunslinging, lifted truck driving, Trump voting, and yet somehow also blue-haired population. Divided into 50 diverse states with everything you could possibly imagine, from the gleaming skyscrapers of New York and the deep depths of the Grand Canyon to, you know, Baltimore. Point is, this country's got it all. And with a whole heck of a lot going on all at once, I thought I would make the perfect video breaking down each and every state just for you because, I mean, this is a weird country.
I'm ready.
I'm sure. So let's get started, shall we? Alabama. You probably know Alabama for some great reasons and some not so amazing ones as well.
I'm the oldest of 3, and I've got a sister who's the love of my life.
Need I say more? Sadly, Alabama really is one of our poorest states, but they're really good at football. It's kind of a religion down there. The whole University of Alabama thing they got going on, that is truly, they worship that place.
Oh, really?
The whole southern region of the country.
Yo, that is some crazy support right there, bro. But I've seen the American support with college football, man. It is dope.
And especially Alabama are known for having really good hospitality, pecan pie, grits, and sweet tea. Take that as you will. I mean, those are all good things, I suppose. You know, I think the South is also known for some other things too, but we're gonna skip over that. Alaska,
right.
Our formerly Russian refrigerator is truly one of the most gorgeous states in the entire country, I promise you. But it is also just that, a refrigerator. I mean, if you live in Alaska, you're really taking living in Timbuktu to a whole other level. These people are some of the most secluded humans on Earth. I can almost guarantee your closest Alaskan neighbor is gonna be that Coca-Cola mascot who lives 2 miles down on the ice-covered dirt road. And here's a fun fact.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, though. I've seen some videos on Alaska, and it actually looks really beautiful, though.
Every single year, the people of Alaska actually get paid by the government to live there. This year, the payment was $1,702. Arizona. In my mind, Arizona's known for 3 things.
Bro, that's actually mad. Is that monthly or annually? That money right there.
Get paid by the government to live there. This year,
the permanent fund dividend in Alaska is 1,700. Okay. But I think that's because Alaska's so expensive to live in, right?
Payment was $1,702. Arizona. In my mind, Arizona is known for 3 things. You got cacti, the Grand Canyon, and being hell on earth.
Wow, 750 degrees in Gila Bend right now, and 1,270 in Ahwatukee. Cade Creek, Fountain Hills, they don't look good either. And frankly, Wickenburg is a total loss.
Wait, that's gonna be a joke. No, you'll be burning.
God forbid you accidentally drop your groceries anywhere in the state of Arizona, because there is a 0% chance.
But it's hot.
Your milk's about to evaporate and your eggs are about to fry on the side. I'm not even kidding. People do cookouts in their cars, like just on the dashboard. It's actually kind of incredible. Arizona's also just one of those states that a lot of retirees like to flock to, you know, for some reason. I guess the weather's nice, like in the nighttime. Daytime though, you're literally cooked. But then you obviously have some pretty cool natural places in Arizona, like you got Sedona and the Grand Canyon. Arkansas. The state primarily consists of Bill Clinton and Walmart.
I did not have sexual
Please tell me that's not it.
That woman.
Those are the 2 things I know from Arkansas. The rest of the state's basically Alabama Junior. I am now wanted in Arkansas, by the way. I mean, what more could you possibly need to know?
Yo, you can't just say for Arkansas, just Bill Clinton and Walmart, bro. Sure, there's more to it than that.
Than the fact that queso's from there, and there is a city called Goobertown.
Bro's built like a 1x1 Lego piece. What even is a 1x1 Lego piece? Yep, you're banned. Have a good night.
I just gave you the spark notes of the state. You know, you probably have heard a lot of people say Arkansas is a place where their people are a little bit more on the heavy side.
Okay, eating good?
Yeah, it's kind of true.
But when I say eating good, I don't mean necessarily eating good food, but like eating good food in the sense of like tasty-wise, right? Hey, I eat a lot of fast food as well. I ain't judging.
It is one of those places that is kind of underrated for like nature and scenery and stuff. There's some pretty cool stuff going on in Arkansas. I've actually driven through Arkansas. The people there are like super nice. California. So it turns out they made a state out of a GTA 5 online lobby. It's California. You're not surprised. I mean, California is truly a state of 2 tales. Like you have the ritzy Hollywood, Beverly Hills, rich millionaire lifestyle. All the celebrities are from there. You got the movie productions and the TV shows and the ritziness, and then you also have like everybody else in the state. Obviously that's hyperbole, but you know what?
Yo, no. I want to avoid. Listen, like California, I've seen some beautiful places in California. Like when I go to America, I do want to visit it. But like I've seen and heard about the traffic, man. I ain't good with traffic, bro. I go with the drop. No.
Everybody else in the state. Obviously, that's hyperbole, but you know what I'm trying to get at here. California does have its fair share of issues, including homelessness. Like, you hear a lot about homelessness in California. It's not cap. Like, there are a lot of homeless people in California. So yeah, California obviously does have its problems, but it is easily the most important state in the entire country. It's got the largest population, biggest economy. Like, half of our companies are there. The Bay Area alone has, like, YouTube.
Yo, I've actually seen that California's population is more than Canada's, or close to it. That is crazy, bro.
Facebook, Apple, probably like 1,000 other ones. It's also a gorgeous place. I mean, you can see the beaches, the national parks, the trees. There's just like so much going on there.
Yo, that's a massive tree right there, mate. Look at that. Look at that.
Like, so much going on there. Your house might burn down or get destroyed by an earthquake or some combination of the two happening at the same time, but it's still a good place. So is California really that stereotypical place where all the dudes say saw and all the girls have a valley accent? Yes. Colorado.
It is.
Colorado is actually the least obese state in the country. So
really?
Obviously national traders. When I think of Colorado, I think of snow, mountains, skiing, that kind of thing. I guess it's like our own like little Switzerland, or maybe big Switzerland. Okay. You can fit like 6.5 of them in there. But Colorado is also known for Denver and being higher than everyone else in 2 ways, actually. You know, they are literally like a mile higher than everyone else elevation-wise, and they really like pot. So there's that too. Connecticut. Connecticut is known for being hard to spell. Respectfully, that is all I could think of. So I asked ChatGPT to come up with a joke for me, and I got, Connecticut is the hallway of New England. People just walk through it to get somewhere else, but they stop and say,
yo,
hey, nice tolls you got there.
Yo, hey, they're doing Connecticut dirty, bro. No, some people's got to put some good things about Connecticut in the comments, man. Bro, it's just a place you go through to get to somewhere else. Yo.
Right, moving on.
Is that
Delaware.
True?
I'm sorry we got 2 of these in a row, but you cannot convince me that anything happens in Delaware. Delaware's greatest achievements are that it was the first state, which they still tout on their flag to this day, and it was the birthplace of Joe Biden. No, wait, actually, Joe was born in Pennsylvania.
Oh, never mind.
He just lived in Delaware for some reason. Also, apparently, people like to start businesses in Delaware without actually being in Delaware. Probably tax reasons for that, as for everything in life. Florida. I mean, let's be real here. Florida could be a video on its own. Every crime imaginable has been committed there. I mean, you can see it for yourself. Right. And don't even get me started on the annual great spring break migration in which half the country just flocks to Florida for some reason.
Oh,
the beaches
really?
look like that. It's scary. Florida also just so happens to be like a giant nursing home. I said Arizona had a lot of retirees, but I mean, Florida is like on a whole other tier.
You know what? I'm not surprised though. From what I've seen of Florida, absolutely stunning. Like their beaches and stuff. Like, yo, if I was going to retire somewhere, Florida might be a shout, bro, if I can defend myself from the alligators, but you know.
Cash or select payment type.
And also, I've got good news. You know, if you're a Mickey Mouse fan, a wanted criminal, or a Waffle House enthusiast,
wanted criminal,
Florida's the state for you. I mean, there's so much going on in this one state. You've got like half the population of Cuba living there. In Miami, you've also got like Russian billionaires, probably. And then in Orlando, you got Disney World, which is like its own country. Or is it Disneyland? I don't even know which one's in Florida. Okay, it is Disney World. I'm not crazy. All the Disney adults can lay off the comments. I saw you going to type something with your Cheeto dust covered fingers. And then there's just alligators like everywhere, apparently.
Look at that.
Sometimes they get in people's houses. I don't know how that happens.
Hell no.
The Florida Panhandle is basically just an extension of Alabama. And then there's Tampa, which is kind of normal. Tampa's normal until your house gets washed away every year by a freaking hurricane. Florida's...
Oh, yeah. Wait. You know what? Florida seems beautiful to, like, visit, but to live? Nah, I changed my mind. I won't retire there. Because a lot does happen there, bro. Like, this year, got 2 massive hurricanes. Got the alligators, bro, going on. Got the crazy people happening. Yeah. But to visit, beautiful.
Your house gets washed away every year by a freaking hurricane. Florida's kind of crazy, but it is also cool. You know, it's nice to go on vacation there. Except for when you do it 17 times in a row, like many American families have. Not to put on the tin hat over here, but I'm pretty sure it's Florida behind the whole, oh, skibbity Ohio, only in Ohio stuff online, okay? Because I can tell you from experience, there ain't shit happening in Ohio, okay? It's Florida. Florida's the culprit here. Florida's the one we got to point our fingers at. I think Florida is using Ohio as a human shield, a scapegoat. Georgia, not to be confused with this Georgia, is home to Athens, not to be confused with that Athens. Georgia's a little bit of a weird state too, I'm not gonna lie. It's basically just the city of Atlanta and like more Alabama, like super glued together. I swear Alabama could be like 3 times the size it already is. You know, I forgot to talk about how bad the traffic is in Los Angeles, in California, but Atlanta,
is it bad?
Oh my God forbid you try to take a motor vehicle on any road throughout the entire city. I don't care if it's
listen, let's say I were to move to America next week. I'm avoiding any high traffic place, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie.
Road, expressway, the highway, the motorway, the freaking Autobahn, whatever you want to call it. Don't even think about it. The city of Atlanta is a glorified parking lot that somehow people live in. I don't know what goes on in Atlanta besides the parking lot. It's a park. Hawaii. Hawaii is easily the most beautiful state in the entire country. I don't know why they got the British flag on their flag, though. But you will have to sell your entire...
Wait, why is that? Why is that? Why does Hawaii have... Was it a British colony? Why does it have the British flag on there?
Flag on their flag, though. But you will have to sell your entire family to live there. The average house there is like $1 million, probably more. It's probably also one of the most the average house.
Wait, hold up. Average house is 839,000. Yo, that is mad. California 765 as well.
There is like $1 million, probably more.
Wait, what is District of Columbia? It's not a state of America. What?
House there is like $1 million, probably more. It's probably also one of the most culturally distinct states. I mean, the way I can describe Hawaii is like if you took a bald eagle and injected it with some coconut milk. Hawaii is also home to a huge naval base you've probably heard of, Pearl Harbor. You know, the Japanese back in World War II. Didn't exactly pan out too well for them in the end, but they tried. Idaho is what secretly fuels the American economy. I mean, they produce over 13 billion pounds of potatoes every freaking year. It's also proportionally the fastest growing state in the entire country, which you would never expect.
Wait, what?
Every freaking year. It's also proportionally the fastest growing state in the entire country, which you would never expect because it is literally in the middle of nowhere. It's another one of those kind of unexpectedly beautiful states. I mean, just look at that. But if Idaho is known for one thing, it is the potatoes. Like, that is their bread and butter.
Yo. There's no way this is a real potato, bro. There's no way this is a real potato.
Everybody knows Idaho for potatoes. Illinois is like a duplicate of Indiana, which is right next to it, with a little New York up in the corner we like to call Chicago. Unfortunately, Chicago hasn't made the best name for itself in the past couple of decades. Fan favorites like O-Block come to mind. But on the bright side, it's got a nice skyline. I mean, look at all those pretty buildings. Illinois is beautiful. Basically like Chicago and then like farmland. There are other cities in Illinois, don't get me wrong, but like it is very heavily concentrated in Chicago. You can see that in the map there. Chicago's got all the sports teams. It's got all the jobs. It's where everybody lives. Indiana. What I know about Indiana is that they're often called Hoosiers, which is from an old Native American term for corn. Indiana has a lot of corn. It's one of those kind of states where you just kind of drive through to get to other states. No offense. Indiana's widely known for the Indy 500. You know, the...
Yo, that is crazy. We got a video, US State Explained. And a couple of the states is just drive-through states. You just drive through them to that. No, listen. If he's mentioned one of your states as a drive-through state, you gotta put some good things in the comments, bro.
Race. So they've got that going for them. But it really is just kind of one of those average states. You know what I mean? Iowa produces 2.5 billion bushels of corn every single year and is the United States' largest producer. Every time I think of Iowa, I think of the city of Cedar Rapids. And every time I think of the city of Cedar Rapids, I think of this.
I'm just chilling in Cedar Rapids.
Make of that what you will. Kansas. The only thing you need to know about Kansas is that Kansas City isn't even in Kansas. What a dark, twisted world.
Yo, that confuses me every time.
I'm just chilling in Cedar Rapids.
Why is that?
You will. Kansas. The only thing you need to know about Kansas is...
Where is Kansas City then?
Kansas City.
Alright, so Kansas is here. But Kansas is in Missouri? What? Why? How?
He isn't even in Kansas. What a dark, twisted world we live in. But Kansas is probably most known for being frickin' flat. I mean, it is literally flatter than a pancake. Yes, somebody actually went out and did the math. Flatter than a pancake. I mean, in court of law, Kansas is guilty. Flat. Kentucky. Mad. I mean, you already know what I'm gonna say. I mean, just say it with me. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Kentucky Fried Chicken. Yeah, we all said the same thing. I know you said that too. The state even looks like a piece of fried chicken, for crying out loud. Kentucky's also known for bourbon and baseball bats. There you go.
It's a big bat.
Louisiana's another really weird state, but like probably in like the coolest way possible, if you know what I mean. I mean, I, as the whitest guy you could possibly imagine, reaches his max spice tolerance level when he eats salt. But Louisiana's full of flavors. I mean, this place has got like Cajun spice, even flavors that are like not food. That made no sense, but it's like...
Yo, listen. The British get laughed at a lot, bro, because we can't handle spice. But even I can handle more than salt, mate. I can handle the peppers. My max handle until it like gets really bad is jalapeno. You guys in stream told me how to say it properly. Jalapeno. Is that how you say it? But that's my max. That's my max spice level. I know a lot of you guys are gonna laugh right now. I don't care, bro.
A very spicy place. I need to start writing better scripts. I mean, like in New Orleans, people walk around naked every year for what's it called? Mardi Gras. That's what it's called. Do people actually walk around naked? Is that a thing? I mean, they're known for like beads and like people take off their bras. Does that actually happen? They also got the masks. No idea where this originated.
They walk
from,
naked.
But there's also like a little bit of a French culture inserted in there too. I mean, there's really no place like Louisiana. Maine. I'm gonna say it. Maine is one of the most underrated states in the entire country. You got views like that.
Okay.
Nobody ever talks about the state, and frankly, barely anyone lives there too. Maine is definitely primarily known for its lobster, but there's other cool stuff that goes on too. Like you can go to a...
Oh wait, yeah, I actually I learned that a few months ago. You can actually get blue lobster, but it's rare.
Maine is definitely primarily known for its lobster, but there's other cool stuff that goes on too. Like you can go to Acadia National Park and look at trees and water, and it's very pretty. Maryland. Okay. I got a little question for you, Maryland. Who drew that border? Maryland's got a lot of history. It's a very cool state. I think of Baltimore when I think of Maryland, and Baltimore has some shady areas. Massachusetts. Okay. Massachusetts is where we keep our stockpile of smart people. It's a very limited reserve, but we do have one. Michigan. Michigan's pretty cool.
Oh, is that it? Massachusetts. What? So Massachusetts is just smart people, yeah? Is that it?
Cool, because it looks like a hand. And if you want to tell someone where you're from, you can go, I'm from, oh my God, I'm about to drop my computer. I'm from here, or here, or here. It's got that going for it. Detroit's been making a comeback. Overall, very solid state. Minnesota! Minnesota really is our little version of Canada. The people there talk like this, eh? And it gets pretty cold, don't you know? Seriously, though, if Alaska's like America's refrigerator, Minnesota's like America's freezer, actually, that doesn't make any sense at all. It's the other way around. But the people of Minnesota are known for being very...
Wait, yeah, freezer's colder than refrigerator, bro. It has to be the other way around.
Very nice, and there is a giant mall there. Mississippi.
Oh, I've seen that mall. That mall's crazy, bro. Minnesota's mall. Is it Mall of America? Bro, that mall is insane.
Mississippi. Mississippi's kind of just like everything you already know about Alabama, except you just take the dial and turn it up about 450%. That's Mississippi. Okay. I don't need to say anything else. Missouri.
Wait, so it's Alabama cranked up? Sure.
Missouri's kind of just like a normal place in my mind. You know, you got Kansas City on the one side, St. Louis on the other. St. Louis, one of those places you probably wouldn't want to drive a Porsche through. I'll just leave that at that. Kansas City, you got the Chiefs, football, NFL, very freaking good team. And the Mahomes glazing is crazy. It's become a cultural phenomenon. And then you got Taylor's boyfriend too. I don't know. It's really...
You know what? That's actually true, bro. Because when people tell me, like, who do I support? I don't watch American football. I've seen highlights and stuff. But I would say... I really like that Mahomes guy because I've seen a lot of his clips and he's really good. So that's a true statement right there, man.
That's Missouri for you. Montana. This is where we keep
Montana.
Our nukes. Also,
wait,
I don't know. It's really that's Missouri for you. Montana. This is where we keep our nukes. Also, if Yellowstone erupts, we're all dead. Nebraska. Nebraska is our built-in cornfield. Not much goes on there, but we love them nonetheless. They feed us, but they are a cornfield. I mean, Nevada. Nevada is simply put where your life savings will guaranteed to die on a slot machine. I mean, sending Unc to Las Vegas with a button-up floral shirt is like a death sentence for the house. You're gonna lose it. But hey, Las Vegas is pretty cool. I mean, the architecture there is so stunning. The entire world has decided to copy it. I'll show you some side-by-sides here. This is also where we...
Yeah. Yo, he just said Vegas is really cool. The whole entire world has copied it. But I ain't gonna lie, bro. I would like to check out Vegas. Because before checking into America with these videos, I knew Vegas was crazy for like partying and casino and gambling. But I actually watched a vlog on it a few weeks ago. And it was really cool how they got like the rest of the world, well, the rest of the world copied. But they got the rest of the world like landmarks, you know what I mean? Like the cool things that symbolize, like they got the Alpha Tower and stuff like that and whatnot. But yo, I definitely would love to check it out for that.
Sides here. This is also where we keep Area 51, you know, our aliens. Pretty for the state. And damn! I'm really lonely. New Hampshire. New Hampshire's like our little Canada. It looks pretty in the fall, and we keep our lumberjacks here. Another one of those states, not too much to say, but we like New Hampshire. New Jersey. Now, a lot of people say New Jersey is like New York's armpit.
Right.
What, did you expect there to be a butt? New Jersey is like America's cheap Temu version of Italy. Like, if you were walking down the streets of Camden and you say mozzarella instead of mozzarella, your ass is getting jumped. Actually, your ass is just getting jumped for walking in the streets of Camden anyway. But I digress. New Jersey is also home to the East Coast version of Las Vegas.
What, is there a lot of Italians in New Jersey then? Like, when I did watch the gangster films based in America, there was a lot of like Italian gangsters around like New York, right? So I'm guessing New Jersey is the same.
Atlantic City, which combining gambling and the Eastern Seaboard is like handing the keys to a candy shop to a kindergartner. I do not know who gave the stamp of approval on that one. Nonetheless, it is there. But anyway, New Jersey is known for its rich history, especially during like the Revolutionary War type times. Also the Jersey Shore, and of course everything else I mentioned. New Mexico. No, I'm not going to talk about Breaking Bad. Except I have no idea what else happens here, so I'm going to talk about Breaking Bad. New Mexico is where Breaking Bad takes place. New Mexico, folks. Great state. New York. New York. The city of dreams and overpriced $60 million apartments. You should probably go check out that video after this one.
Yo, that's actually crazy. New York City's 63 million scam apartments. What?
Nice plug. That was solid, man. I've actually been to New York City 4 times in my life now, and each time I've gone, it has gotten progressively more dirty. That is a sad but true fact. There are an estimated...
Oh, wait, yeah. I recently learned that in New York, you know, in the city, do they actually put the bins, the garbage on the street, just in the black bags? So not actually in bins, they just put the black bags on the street, but then the garbage meant to like pick up? Is that true? Bro, mad. In the UK, man, we use bins. We use bins, dude. We don't just put it in the street. Yeah, around America, you put it in bins, don't you? I actually don't know. You don't just put it in black bags on the street everywhere. No, you don't.
3 million rats in New York City, and they have tried everything to get rid of them. And I do mean literally everything. They're even trying rat birth control now. No, I'm not kidding. They really are. But let's not forget New York State is, of course, not just New York City, because there's upstate New York, too. You know, you got beautiful cities. Like Buffalo. Actually, you know what? Let's just go back to New York City. In all seriousness, though, it is actually a very big state with a lot of nature. You know, you got Niagara Falls, and then you can always drive back.
Wait, Niagara Falls is in New York? Oh my god, I actually never knew that. Niagara Falls is in New York?
Niagara Falls, and then you can always drive back to New York City, and everyone says, "I'm walking here.
I'm walking here."
Forget about it. No? Okay. But New York City is probably the most important city in the entire country. It is obviously the biggest city, and it has the most economic prowess. Why did I say that? Economic prowess. It's an important city. Okay. North Carolina. North Carolina is home to the worst team in the NFL, and Daddy Beast, the lunch league guy. That's probably what you know him for. You've also got NASCAR and the Smoky Mountains there. It's a pretty cool state. Overall, a lot of people are moving there. It must be a pretty desirable state, you know, assuming that you can survive being steamed alive.
Yo, there's so many beautiful cities in America, man.
Like a pot of mixed vegetables. Humidity there is absolutely atrocious, but nonetheless, it's a cool place. North Dakota. North Dakota's like our own little Saudi Arabia. You know, we've got oil there. We've also got Fargo. I think a show takes place there. Never seen it, but I've heard there's a show called Fargo. There's a city in North Dakota called Fargo. I'm putting 2 and 2 together. They may not even be related. I refuse to fact check it. I'm too lazy. Ohio. I told you about my tin hat theory earlier. I still stand by it. I really do believe Ohio might be one of the most like average representative states of the entire country. It's just a Midwestern normal state. Am I spreading Ohio propaganda? I don't know. Ohio has probably the most famous and goofiest state beef with its northern neighbor Michigan. I mean, when their football fans are put in the same room, you would forget these people live in the same freaking country. The two states almost fought over this little strip of land way back in the day. Like, I don't know what's up. I mean, the beef is so serious it even goes down to a municipal level. The city of Cleveland, Ohio even has a diss track on itself that somehow manages to bring down Detroit with it.
Come on down to Cleveland town, everyone. Under construction since 1868. See our river that catches on fire. It's so polluted that all our fish have AIDS. We see the sun almost 3 times a year. This guy has at least 2 DUIs. His flats look like a Scooby-Doo ghost town. Don't slow down in East Cleveland or you'll die. Our based on LeBron James. Buy a house for the price of a VCR. Our main expert is crippling depression. We're so retarded that we think this is art. It could be worse though, at least we're not Detroit. We're not Detroit.
Okay, yeah, they've not sold it to me, bruh. They're not sold it to me.
Forget that Cleveland's Cuyahoga River is literally known for catching on fire. I think several times, actually. I mean, Ohio certainly isn't what the Floridians make it out to be, but I will tell you, it is still a goofy state nonetheless. I will say, though, I can tell you from personal experience that Cedar Point in Sandusky, Ohio is the best theme park in the entire world. The roller coaster there have made me see like weird colors and fuzzy shit.
Hey, listen, they got Summit then. They got Summit.
Crazy. Oklahoma. Oklahoma's a pretty normal state until a twister comes through and rips up your entire neighborhood off the fucking ground.
Well, that's not good.
To Kansas. And you know, speaking of state beef, Oklahoma and Texas have their own thing going on, but there's really not too much more for me to say about Oklahoma than that. Oregon. Now, I told you New Hampshire's where we keep our lumberjacks, and I kind of lied to you because we don't just keep them there. We also keep them
Oregon too.
We just keep the weird ones in Oregon. You know, the ones that serve up $20 burgers at bars that look like that. Horrible voice crack, by the way, but I'm not going to say that.
Bars that look like expensive burger place starter pack. Doesn't even taste that good. Lights, the walls, the guy making the burger. All right, fair enough.
Burgers at bars that look like that. Horrible voice crack, by the way, but I'm not going to say that again because my voice is getting dry and it is 2 in the morning and I have school tomorrow. This video better get freaking views.
By the way, you guys need, because I know you guys are living in these states, man. You guys need to tell me, is this guy spot on with what I'm hearing right now?
Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is where we keep our Amish people. We also like to export our horrible chocolate to the rest of the world from Pennsylvania. Hershey.
Okay.
And I say that knowing damn well I'd inhale an entire king-size Hershey bar by myself in like about 10 seconds like I haven't eaten in 3 months because I'm just a big back like that. But anyway, Pennsylvania is a pretty big state in terms of population. You got Pittsburgh on the one side and Philadelphia on the other, with both cities trying desperately to get as far away from each other as humanly possible. And then between them, you got like coal mines everywhere. But yeah, you got a lot going on in Pennsylvania. You know, Pittsburgh is known for making steel. Philadelphia is known for making fentanyl.
Hey, I'm editing now. Was that an insensitive joke? The government should be taking care of that because it is a major problem. Please get on that, government.
I'm pretty sure it's the biggest swing state, so the candidates try very hard to win it. Rhode Island. Okay. Rhode Island is where Family Guy takes place. That's all I got to say about Rhode Island. South Carolina. South Carolina is a lot like North.
So we got Nevada, just Breaking Bad. Rhode Island, just Family Guy, bro.
Family Guy takes place.
Family Guy's good though, so it's Breaking Bad.
South Carolina. South Carolina is a lot like North Carolina, just more humid. You got Myrtle Beach, another spring break destination. I told you about Florida. Myrtle Beach.
I've heard of that beach.
Deal. Never actually been, but it looks like a cool state. I'd like to go someday. South Dakota. South Dakota is just North Dakota, but with no oil. That's basically the only difference. I guess they also have Mount Rushmore too. Tennessee. Man, I tell Dakota, but with no oil. That's basically the only difference. I guess they all.
Yo, imagine this was a real thing, bro. Imagine like South Dakota actually did this.
Also have Mount Rushmore too. Tennessee. Man, I tell you, Tennessee is just a state full of wonders. I mean, Memphis is home to the 8th wonder of the world, the 8th tallest pyramid in the world, the Bass Pro Shops fishing pyramid.
That is a cool shop.
Complete my Holy American pilgrimage to this amazing site, but it exists, I assure you. Tennessee is known for country music, whiskey, the Smoky Mountains, and the Hawk Tua girl. She's from there too. Texas. They say everything's bigger in Texas.
Is it?
And they would absolutely be right. The people,
bigger.
the roads. Texas is the largest contiguous state. It has the world.
Wait, hold up. Wait, is this real? You can actually fit all these European countries in Texas? Belgium, Czech, Macedonia, Hungary, Slovakia, Austria, Switzerland, Netherlands. Bro, that is mad. Really? No, that's crazy, bro.
Contiguous state. It has the world's largest gas station. It has the world's richest person. I think on our list of craziest, most out-of-pocket states, Texas is number 2 behind Florida, obviously. But it is a very interesting state. You know, it's like the perfect mix of urban and rural, liberal and conservative, flat and more flat. Utah. Mormons and rocks. That's Utah. Vermont. Vermont is literally just a copy-paste of New Hampshire. I mean, look at the shape of the state. They just turned it upside down. They got the same fall colors, the same lumberjacks, the same maple syrup. It's also just little Canada. Virginia. Virginia probably experienced the greatest state fall off in American history. Like, Virginia used to be the shit. It's not a bad state now, don't get me wrong, but it used to be like the state. It's like California and Texas today. Over time, it lost a bunch of land, and it's really not one of the big states anymore. It's still a nice state. But anyway, Virginia is kind of like an average-ish state, I guess you could say. It is known for being near Washington, D.C., which has a lot of influence in the northern part of the state. Virginia Beach is also a cool area. You know, It's a nice little leisurely place for people to go visit. Washington. I think Washington's another underrated state in terms of the nature, especially. Like, you got Mount Rainier, you got the Olympic National Park. Solid. It's ungodly expensive.
I've never heard of the Olympic National Park.
Expensive to live in Seattle, but we don't talk about that. Solid state. West Virginia. West Virginia is the most southern, least southern state in the country. I don't know how to explain it other than that. Like, the first state that comes to mind when I think...
You know what? We do a lot of movie reacts on my Twitch. If you're not there, make sure you join up twitch.tv/L3WG. We watch movies over there. And we watched, like, a certain movie where, you know... I thought it was based in the South, and it wasn't. You guys were telling me it was West Virginia, and I was like, what?
Think of an old dude with
I was actually confused.
With a little piece of wheat in his mouth.
I really thought it was the South.
Playing the banjo in the middle of the mountains is West Virginia, and I think that's a pretty accurate representation of the state. Got a lot of coal mines here. It's a pretty, I guess, rural state overall. It's also kind of a poorer state. You know, people here aren't quite as healthy.
Okay.
There's kind of some drug problems here. But it is very beautiful. I mean, look at the mountains, look at the rivers, look at the valleys, look at everything. I mean, West Virginia, it's got its own freaking song. Wisconsin, we make our cheese here. That's Wisconsin for you. Every time I watch those, like, police body cam videos, it's always in, like, the middle of Wisconsin. Like, Eau Claire, Wisconsin. I don't know why. It's always there. But that's Wisconsin for you. Police body cam videos, people there, like, beer.
Hey, listen, on my other channels, we do watch body cams. Links in the description. But okay, that's interesting. No, always in Wisconsin.
Wyoming. I'll spare you some time. There's literally nobody here. Like, I know it's a running joke, but I am seriously convinced that Wyoming is just like a bottomless void in the middle of the country. I mean, can you name a single person that comes from or has lived in Wyoming? No. I will.
You know what? I don't know why we was on the topic yesterday on Twitch, but I asked my chat. There was like 200 people there, right? And 190 of them are American. And I asked, is anyone from Wyoming? Not one person. Actually, one person said they was born there, but then moved out.
Say though, since Wyoming does allegedly exist, it does have some very beautiful mountains. You know,
hey, listen, if you're watching this right now from Wyoming, you're gonna have to let me know in the comments.
At Yellowstone National Park and part of the state, again, could blow up at any freaking minute, but while it's there, it looks nice. And so I hope you enjoyed my rundown of every single U.S. state. If you want to check out my other...
really good vid from him. His link will be in the description. Yeah, let me know what you guys think tonight in the comment section. Let me know about your states, if he's got it right, or if there's a little bit more to it that you want me to know about. Let me know in the comments. If you guys enjoy, make sure you leave a thumbs up, subscribe for more content. Live every single day on twitch.tv/L3WG. If you guys want to check me out over there, I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.